Welcome back to HLN Now. All right, I think NBC, they've really nailed, a new show they've got. It's called American Dream Builders. So think part HGTV house renovation show, part Apprentice, part Survivor, a little bit of all that mixed in. It airs Sunday at 8 Eastern, and they also have a former football star, Eddie George, in the midst as a judge. We're going to talk to him in a second. But before we go on, let's show you a little clip of the show again, American Dream Builders.
Just touch that up.
Hi, Jay.
I got a surprise visit from Nate, Monica, and Eddie.
How you
Good.
doing?
I'm doing great. We're right on schedule.
Is it?
What's going on right here? What's going on?
You know, I'm glad you asked because I don't know what's going on here.
But you're the project manager. You don't know.
I don't know what that is, just to be honest. Darren pulled together the landscaping plan. Yes, he did.
All right, so again, what you have here, you've got 12 top designers. I mean, they are good at what they do. They split into two teams. They invade a neighborhood, and they attack two houses. And at the end of the day, somebody's going home. And that's just kind of that half Apprentice, half Survivor bit. And, of course, the HGTV. One of the judges, and you saw a clip there, Eddie George. We know him. I know him anyway. I remember him in football. Heisman Trophy winner, Ohio State. Great running back for the Titans. And here he is running one of the largest landscape and architecture firms in the country. So, hey, curb appeal's huge. You can ask Eddie about that. But, Eddie, before we get into the show, when did you get into this? And congrats for all the success, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. It's definitely an exciting time for me to be on this show. Initially, I got my degree in landscape architecture. I went to Ohio State. I wanted to study architecture my freshman year, but the flexibility with me going to practice and going to studio didn't allow that. So they told me, well, another major that's in kind of the same genre as architecture, as landscape architecture, you have some flexibility between studio hours and as well as practice. So I took an AutoCAD class that year. I took the history of landscape architecture and absolutely fell in love with it. And my firm, the Edge Group, we've been in business for the last 10 years, started that firm in 2003. And we're doing projects all over the country, from private residential through K through 12 to university work, as you can see. So it's been phenomenal. And now to have the opportunity to show this side of me, most people didn't think that, you know, I went to school for landscape architecture, let alone have my own business. So now I have a chance to highlight that.
Okay, and some great pictures really highlighting your work there. So tell us about the show. And because these people all are the boss and all want to be the boss, how heated does it get between everybody?
Oh, man, the plot thickens as the weeks go on, because you do have contestants. All of them are successful at their craft. I mean, they all have successful businesses. They have brand equity in their business, so a lot of that is on the line. So to bring all of them together, type A personalities, all of them know their stuff, to try to find cohesiveness and to build these extraordinary renovations in a short amount of time with the clock on you and budget restraints is very, very stressful on them. And I love it because there's lack of sleep, there's lack of food, and there's lack of patience, which equals extraordinary drama.
Hey, give us 15 seconds. The clock's ticking on us. But you even have the neighborhood helping judge, right?
Yes, the neighborhood council every week. People from the neighborhood that know the architecture, that know the neighbors, they judge and determines who's going to win the competition that week. Now, what happens at elimination, they'll come back. The losing team comes to elimination, and then we kick that person off the show.
The boot. All right. Eddie, great talking to you again. 8 Eastern, American Dream Builders on NBC Sundays. Great talking to you, Eddie.